Hi, welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. We'll give everyone a few moments to get on. As you join, get all of your props, yoga mat, blanket, or cushion, something you can use as a strap, something you can use for blocks. Welcome. Take some time to get everything you'll need. Take some time to settle in. This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness, and this is Gentle Yoga from 3:30 to 4:30. We'll start in just a moment, just giving folks a couple more minutes to get on, get settled. So you can see behind me I have a little blanket. Over on the other side I have some blocks and a strap, and you might have those yoga props and you can get them out. But if you don't, you can makeshift, get a towel or a bed pillow, a belt or a scarf, some empty boxes, or large couch cushions that you could use. And we're gonna get started. Hi, Michelle. It's so fun to see. I don't know why. Sometimes it tells me when people join. Other times you have to comment. I don't fully understand this realm of Facebook Live, but I know it's fun, and it's fun to be here with everyone. So I think that's enough time, and people will just join us as they come. We're going to start in an easy seated posture. So find yourself on the edge of your folded blanket or on the edge of your pillow, whatever you're using to give some lift to your hips. Your legs can be crossed into Sukhasana easy pose. If that doesn't feel well, you might try stretching them out and open, or take any intuitive posture that your body knows. Let's rest our hands to our lap. Palms can be down for a more grounded intention. If you want to connect to more of a feeling of openness and receptivity, try palms up. Let your eyes close. Feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat if you can. Feel it in your body, pulsing. We're going to use some visualization, feeling, and intention today through creating energetic states. So as you feel your breath and sit, imagine in your mind's eye something you find beautiful and inspiring. It might be a certain flower or bird, something else from nature. It might not be from nature. It could be something different. Something you find inspirational, beautiful, uplifting, and just visualize that in your mind's eye. See it like you're seeing it in a photo or in a movie, very clear, very detailed. And then as you breathe, as much as you can, connect with the emotions around that, how it feels to sense beauty, how it feels to feel inspired, and let those emotions vibrate through every cell of your body. Vibrating with inspiration, vibrating with beauty. And let that go and just come back to your breath. Good. So let's start to move together. Relax your palms now, face down towards your lap. Turn your heart in the direction of your right leg. Inhale, lean forward and come around to the opposite side, and then exhale and come back and around with your torso. Inhale, forward and around. and exhale back and around. And we're gonna start slowly just like this. As you move, feel into your body. How is it for your lower back, hips, groin, knees? Feel the sensation and move in a way, in a speed, in a depth that feels good for you, feels nurturing, healing, releasing, and anything that feels uncomfortable, painful, dangerous, back away from that. And then to the other side. Inhale to come forward and exhale to come back. Yeah. Breathe as fully as you can. And notice as you move anywhere in your body where you're holding tension, and see if you can release and soften. Maybe it's in your jaw or the muscles in your forehead, maybe your neck or shoulders. See it anywhere where you can release and soften a little bit. And then back to center. Inhale, take your heart forward, elbows back, chin forward. Exhale, round your spine behind you, straighten out your arms, tuck your chin down. Inhale, come forward with your heart, elbows bend back, chin extends. Exhale, round your spine behind you, tuck your chin, straighten out your arms, and we'll keep going like that. Inhaling and exhaling, moving the spine. And as you move, connect to the curvature of your spine and the grace there, the suppleness. Let it be easy as much as you can. Let this seated cat and cow be easy in your body. Another few moments with this. You can close your eyes if you like. You can close your eyes anytime where holding a pose or moving in such a way that there's no danger of falling. So something like this would be perfectly safe to close your eyes. And then come back to center. Inhale and sweep your arms overhead, let your palms touch. Exhale, take your hands right down to center. We're gonna breathe just like that for a few rounds. Inhale, lift your arms, lengthen your spine, feel your belly pull in. Exhale, hands down towards your heart. Couple more. Imagine building your energy as you inhale, gathering energy, and then as you exhale, bringing energy into you. Inhale one more time, arms high. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Good. Extend your arms out from your shoulders, parallel to the floor, palms face front. Inhale at center, and as you exhale, twist towards your right, belly pulls in, left arm across the body, and hold for a few breaths. See if you can sit just a little bit taller in your twist. Connect to the ground through your legs. On your inhalation, come to center, palms face front, arms open from the shoulders. As you exhale, belly pulls in, coming to the twist on the opposite side. Right arm across the body, left hand finds the floor behind you for support, almost like a kickstand. Sit a little bit taller. And on your next inhalation, come to center, arms reach out from the shoulders. Exhale, hands relax down to the floor. Bring your fingertips to the floor in front of you. Legs can be crossed in easy pose or open like a V. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, let your belly come down towards the floor, hands to the floor, and just settle in to an easy fold. Make your spine comfortable so you can work towards length and lift if you like, or if your body's telling you, you can tuck your chin, round your spine. So just see what feels good and give yourself permission to trust your own intuition. Sit back up. If your legs are in easy pose, cross them with the opposite leg in front now. Inhale at your center, exhale, belly comes down towards the floor, hands ground, and just like before, you choose, do you want to lengthen through a flat back? Does it feel better to round? It's okay either way in this fold. Our focus is more the impact on the hips, the groin, so let your spine do what it wants. And as you hold and breathe, think about an intention for your practice today, what you would like to create, how you would like to feel, who you're going to be in this next 45 minutes. And see if you can have a felt sense of that. Bring your hands back in towards your body, sitting up to neutral. Ground your right fingertips or palm to the floor off to the side. Inhale, take your left arm high, palm faces the midline, and then exhale, bend into your right elbow so you can reach overhead. Keep your hips to the earth, and you can look either straight ahead of you, or you can relax the neck a little bit more by looking down to your grounded hand, and we'll just hold here for a few rounds of breath. Imagine as you inhale, creating space between your ribs on your left side. Let your lungs fill up that much that they push against your ribs and create space and softening. Now this lifted hand, just roll through the wrist while we're here. Keep breathing and just roll through the wrist. One direction and the other, easy going, soft, relaxed. Yeah, great. Come back into your stretch. On your inhalation, float to center. Exhale, relax your arm down. Good. To the other side, inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, left elbow bends as you come deep into your seated side stretch, either looking straight ahead of you or down to your grounded hand. Remembering to breathe deeply and see now if you can create space between your ribs on your right side. If you like, roll through your lifted wrist. And again, see where you can soften. Is there anywhere you're holding tension, tightness, and you don't need to be? Come back into your stretch, reach again, and as you inhale, float up to center. Inhale up, and exhale, relax it down. Good. We're going to come onto hands and knees just for a brief transition. So come up to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, but then walk your hands out about one hand length further, so your wrists are in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes and really gently lift your knees, keep them bent, push into your hands, send your hips high for a bent knee downward facing dog. If you like, really softly start to bend one knee as you straighten the other, very gentle, very slow, and back and forth. Pushing strong into the pads of your fingers. Good. And then relax your legs, bend your knees, and start to crawl your hands back towards your feet. Once your hands are back towards your feet, bend your knees deeply. If it feels good, grab opposite elbows and let your body sway. Head is hanging heavy. Ragdoll pose, everything loose. Surrender to gravity. Come back to center, eyes open, ground through your feet, and start to roll your spine up to stance. Stacking your spine as shoulders, neck, and head are the last to lift. All the way up. Good. So we'll just loosen up before we take some standing poses. We did the wrists, shoulders now. Just circle back a few times. Feel sturdy through your legs. Breathe naturally. Easy, just warming up. And let's circle forward a few times. Great. Take your feet close together. Bend your knees, hands on your thighs, and circle your knees gently, softly, both knees in the same direction, just bringing some motion other way, helping the body to warm up and loosen up. Good. Come up to neutral. Take your feet wider than your hips and start a soft circle for your hips in one direction. The speed is up to you. Feel free to circle more slowly or quickly than me. It should feel good for your body. And then the other way, just breathing naturally. Hands can be at the waist, they can be dangling down. Tuning into you. Good. So now we'll take the left big toe to the floor, and using that support, circle a little bit through the ankle in one direction and the other direction. Good. We'll change. Shift your weight. Right toe comes to the earth, circling through the ankle. Breathing fully. And circle the other way. Great. Wide feet again. Pull your belly muscles in. Let your arms hang heavy. And from there, belly's engaged. Take a twist from side to side. Feel your spine spiral. Picture that. Graceful, strong, and supple spiraling. Good. And then back to center. All right. Find your strap or whatever you're using. It could be a belt for your pants. It could be a scarf. So it could even be like a pair of pants. Whatever's going to work. Find something that you can use as a strap. Take a wide stance. So your feet are wider than your hips, but you want to make sure you're not going to fall so you feel stable. Toes face front. Then whatever you're using, your strap, bring it behind your body so it's down near your backside. Roll your shoulders back and then stretch your hands back and down towards the floor. A few breaths like this. Imagine your lower ribs connecting to the top point of your hip bone so your ribs aren't jutting, pushing forward. And see if it feels okay for you to continue reaching down and back, keeping that energy in your arms, but then lifting your hands up away from your backside. So I'll turn so you can see what it would look like. The first expression, strap is down near the body. The second, strap's lifting. So see what feels good. A few deep breaths. We're just going to hold and imagine your heart opening energetically as you create space broad across your chest. And then relax the strap down. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees a little bit. Start to come forward in a standing forward fold. And the hands, if you like, with your strap, either rest towards your tailbone or lift towards the sky overhead. Head is heavy, looking down towards the floor. A few breaths here. And the eyes open. Push down through your feet on your inhalation. Push up to stand. Let go of your strap and shake it out. We're going to use the strap again in a moment. Good. Bring your feet together underneath you. The strap comes in front. So it's not too wide. It's you're holding maybe just a little bit wider than your hips. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale at center, and as you exhale, sweep your hips to the left and your upper body, arms to the right into crescent moon. You can look straight ahead of you or down towards the floor, similar to when we were in a seated side stretch. So see what feels good. Engage your breath. And be aware that the deeper you hinge towards the floor, the more challenging this pose is. So if you want to soften it, that's fine. Don't go so deep. On your next inhalation, come up to center. And on the exhalation, ride that right over to the other side. Hips shift towards your right, upper body arches like a crescent moon towards your left. Engage your breathing. See where you can soften. And conjure the energy of the intention you set for class. On your next inhalation, pull your belly in, come up to center, and as you exhale, relax. Good. Put your strap off to the side for now. Back into a wide stance. Toes start facing front. And from there, rotate your left leg 90 degrees towards your left, towards the short edge of your mat. Take a look back at your right leg and rotate it towards center about 40 or 45 degrees. Hips, pelvis, belly, chest, all face straight ahead of you, that long edge of your mat. Start to bend into your left knee, taking it to a 90-degree bend. Knee just about over ankle. And left heel draws a line to the middle of the inside arch on your right foot. Once you're set there, hands either to the heart in Anjali Mudra for a softer variation, or a little bit more intense, arms expand out, palms to the floor. The head turns in the direction of your left hand. Feel your breath full and deep in Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. Feel your feet pushing with energy and vivacity towards the floor. Strong legs. Good. So we'll keep the legs, flip your left palm to the sky, Relax your right hand to your leg behind you. Inhale, lift your left arm straight up to the ceiling, either looking up to that lifted hand, ahead of your chest in the direction of the long edge of your mat, or down towards your back foot. In a peaceful warrior here. And start to slowly come out. Straighten your bent knee, relax your lifted arm. Turn all your toes again to face front. We're going to forward fold just like before. Inhale, standing. And as you exhale, flat back, coming to the earth. Hands can rest on the thighs if that's just as far as you want to go. They could come to hold the shins, or they could come to the floor. If they come to the floor, you can either put your hands right under your face. You can walk your hands back to line your fingertips up with the tips of your toes, which gives you a little bit more leverage to bend into the fold. Or you can reach your fingertips and your hands far out in front, stretching long through the spine like you would in downward facing dog. So lots of choices. Choose what feels intuitively supportive for you. We'll hold just for a few more breaths. And eyes open, take a little bend in your knees, hands to the thighs, and roll your spine up like you did earlier, stacking your spine, shoulders, neck, and head the last to lift. Great. So you know where we're headed. Going to take that on the opposite side. Right leg rotates 90 degrees towards the short edge of your mat. The left leg rotates towards center, 40 or 45 degrees. Right heel draws a line straight back to the middle of the inner arch in your left foot. Come to 90-degree bend. Hips, belly, chest square off to face the long edge of your mat. Hands either to prayer pose or arms open strong out from the shoulders, parallel to the floor. Gaze turns in the direction of your right leg or hand if arms are outstretched. Feel your breath here. Focus on your breath. Notice thoughts coming and going, and try not to cling or reject them. Notice thoughts, oh, I can't do this. This is so hard. When will it end? Just notice them and reconnect to your breath, or connect to a more loving, supportive thought, like I can do this. I love my body. It feels so good to move and breathe. Turn your right palm to the sky. Relax your left hand to the leg behind you. Inhale, lift your right arm straight up towards the ceiling, looking either up, straight ahead of your chest, or down towards your back foot. We'll hold just a few breaths in peaceful warrior. And then start to come all the way up and release. Good. Bring your feet all the way together. So feet together. Set them up with about 5 or 6 inches of space between them. Take your hands to prayer pose at your heart, Anjali Mudra. Bend your knees, dropping your backside down in space. And hands either stay at the heart, they reach out in front with palms facing towards one another, or they reach up towards the sky. Sitting into Utkatasana as deeply as you feel comfortable. Weight near the heels of your feet. Breathing fully. On your next exhalation, come up to stand. Hands back to prayer pose. We're going to be coming into Vrikshasana tree pose. So feel free now, if you like, to come to a wall or a chair if you want a little extra support. Take a look down, see that your feet are parallel with about 5 or 6 inches of space between them. Shift your weight to your right leg. Ground through your right foot down to the floor. Stand tall. Lift your left heel off of the mat. Turn that left leg out to the side and then connect your lifted heel towards your standing ankle. You can stay just like this, or you can move into other expressions. Your lifted foot may want to lift higher, or arms might prefer a different expression. Focus your eyes on a still point. Hear the sound of your breath. And here in tree pose, let yourself go with the flow. Bring your hands to your heart if they're not. Turn your bent knee to face front and mindfully ground both feet back to the earth. Take an inhalation here and exhale through an open mouth. We'll do that again. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through an open mouth. Good. So shifting the weight. Left leg becomes grounded and strong, standing tall. Lift your right heel off the mat. Rotate your right leg out to the side and make that connection. So right here is basic Vrikshasana, simple tree pose. Take it where you like. Either stay right here, or you may prefer to lift your foot higher, but make sure you're not pressing your foot on your knee because we want to create safety. Hands, where do they feel good? Maybe the same or different as it relates to the side you just did. Could be the same, could be different. What feels good? Mind on breath, eyes on a still point. If hands are not already, bring them back to prayer pose. Take your bent knee forward and then mindfully ground both feet. Good. We're going to take another standing balance, so feel free to come to a wall or use a chair or another prop if you like. We'll shift our weight. Right leg becomes sturdy and strong. This time, bend your left knee and bring your left big toe to rest to the floor in front of you. Let your bent knee turn out a bit. Bring your hands to Gyan Mudra, the Om. Pointer fingers touch to thumbs, and the other 3 fingers extend out. You're going to open your arms with a sense of majesty, a sense of pride, and then either stay with your big toe touching the floor, or if it feels okay, you want to go there, you're going to lift your knee towards the sky, having your lifted thigh parallel to the floor. So we are in a dancing Shiva pose, recognizing the cosmic dance. A few deep breaths, and then stay in your body, stay aware, back down. Good. Shift your weight, left leg is grounded, strong. Right knee bends, right big toe comes to the floor in front of you, and the right knee falls out a bit. Gyan Mudra, Thumbs touch pointer fingers, other 3 fingers extended, arms out and expansive. If you like, lift your front leg, front thigh parallel to the floor. Deep breathing. Cosmic dance. Life. Death. Growth. Rebirth, the cycles that we see so beautifully in nature. And then in your body, aware, back down to center. Great. Come near the front of your mat. Take your feet together, big toes touching on their inside points. Sweep your arms to the sky, palms face one another. Shift your hips forward a little bit, and then lift from your sternum, as if your sternum's going to touch the sky. And you can see when I lift how my arms create a backwards arch, and that came from the lift in my sternum. Either looking straight ahead, or tucking your chin to chest, or if you like, softly dropping your head all the way back. See what feels best for your neck. A few more breaths here. Slowly come to center. Stand to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Get your hands to the floor, bend your knees. We're going to step back to downward facing dog, one foot and then the other. Push into your hands to send your hips high. Rotate your inner elbow creases towards the front of your mat. Feet parallel and head heavy. And really gently, softly lower your knees. Sit to one side and sweep your legs out in front. Good. So with legs out in front, expand your right leg out to the side and tuck the sole of your left foot in against your right inner thigh. Take your right hand to the floor. Inhale your left arm high. Flex through your right foot. And then as you exhale, reach overhead. Do your best to keep your belly, your chest open as opposed to curving down and folding. See, as you inhale, can you open even more? A few deep breaths here. Inhale up to center and exhale, soften. Rotate your spine in the direction of your outstretched right leg and shift your pelvis a little bit too, so you're more in that directional alignment of the outstretched leg. Inhale, and as you exhale, come forward, belly towards thigh, hands come out and connect to the ground, or even grab a hold of your outstretched foot. And we'll hold here for a few rounds of breath, just looking down towards your shin. Close your eyes if you like. You can connect more intimately to your inner experience. And with a nice flat back, sit all the way up to neutral. We'll change sides, extend your left leg. Bring your right foot in. Take your left hand to the floor in front of your outstretched leg. Inhale your right arm to the sky. Left foot is flexed, and as you exhale, reach overhead as if you're going to grab hold of your outstretched leg's big toe. Remember, stay open through the front of your body, and you can look straight ahead of your chest. Just as we often see these choices, you can look down towards your grounded leg, or you can tuck your chin and sweep your gaze up to your lifted arm. Few more breaths. On your inhalation, float up. Exhale, relax your arm down. Rotate your spine towards your outstretched leg and shift your hips a little bit in that direction as well, your pelvis, so your energy and your body are more fully aligned in that direction. Inhale and sit up tall. Exhale, take your belly towards your outstretched thigh. Hands crawl out in front and ground your hands where they feel good. The mat, the shin, maybe you're reaching for your outstretched foot. Looking down towards your shin, deepening your breath. You can close your eyes if you like to feel more fully into your breath, into your body. Recall your intention. Enjoying body, energy, and breath. Hands to the earth and sit all the way up to neutral. Good. Stretch both legs right out in front. And just give them a little shake. Good. And then we'll come into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So take your arms to the sky, palms face one another. Inhale, get tall, and as you exhale, belly towards thighs, a long spine comes forward, hands to the mat or your shins or your feet. Settling in here for a few rounds of breath. Feel an openness across the front of your body, across the front of your chest. Feet are flexed. Sit up to neutral. We're coming down onto our backs. You can reach your arms out in front and roll yourself down if that's supportive for you. If not, use your arms and come on down. Once we get down, take a moment to just rest. You can let go of any work. Let your muscles release the weight of your body go just for a moment. And enjoy that letting go. Good. Now we're going to start to work a little bit here. So step your feet flat onto the floor, feet parallel, just like in mountain pose, a few inches apart, ankles under knees. Keep your head neutral at center. And as you inhale, push into your feet, lift your hips. Exhale, come back down. Now add the arms as an option, only if you want. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms overhead all the way to the floor behind you. Exhale, come back down. And we'll try and work with long breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Take your feet to the outsides of your mat and drop your knees in towards center to touch. Turn your palms to the sky, out away from your body. Just a few breaths here with a soft internal rotation for the hips. Heel toe your ankles back under your knees. Turn your palms down and tuck your thumbs underneath your backside. So in a way, you're sitting on your hands a bit. Straighten your legs out onto the mat. Point your toes. Inhale, lift your right leg off the mat. A little bit. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left leg, pointing through the toes. Lifting maybe about 30 or 40 degrees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift right leg. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift left leg. Exhale, lower. Now seeing if it feels okay to lift both legs at once. If not, either just rest lying down for a moment or continue with one leg at a time. If you're lifting both, point your toes, squeeze the muscles of your legs, squeeze your belly muscles, and lift just a little bit off the floor. A few breaths. And then relax your legs. Good. We're going to come into a fish pose. So you want to have enough freedom in your arms that you can bend your elbows and come up onto your forearms. Then head gently drops back towards the floor. Chin lifts. So your upper back is arched. Your backside is on the floor, your forearms are on the floor, you're sitting on your hands, but your back is off the floor, arching. Legs are together, pointing through the toes. Good. And start to flatten your back, release your hands. Just take a moment, neutral. Look up towards the sky, rest your body. A deep breath in and out. Step both feet onto the mat. Take your right leg and cross it over your left like you would if you were sitting in a chair. Open your arms out from your shoulders to a T. Going to push into your left foot, standing foot. Lift your hips and just move them to the right a few inches, 2 inches, move them. Then let your legs drop down to your left. Shoulders stay heavy, arms are heavy. You can look up to the sky, or for a deeper twist, look away from your legs. So we'll rest here. And if you have another recline twist variation that you prefer, please take that one instead. Trust your body, trust your intuition, and make any adjustments that help you fulfill your intuition, your needs. Let your body relax into the twist, into gravity, the good feeling of letting go. The good feeling of knowing you have a healthy body, a supple spine. Slowly come to center. Ground both feet to the floor. Cross your left leg over your right. Going to push down through the right foot, lift your hips, move them over to the left 1 or 2 inches, and then let your legs softly drop down to the right. Shoulders heavy, arms heavy, looking up to the ceiling or away from your falling knees into your twist. Get comfortable. Surrender to gravity, breathing fully. And take yourself softly, slowly back to center. Flatten your low back to the floor. Bring your knees in to meet your hands and circle your knees around in one direction. Massage your lower back to the floor and the other direction. Come to center, and we have a moment of transition, either to explore final poses or stretches, or to start to make yourself comfortable for a resting pose. So we have a moment, which is a window or threshold, to do what you're called to, either final poses before Shavasana, or just start to settle in and get really comfy. And then let's all start to settle in and get really comfy. So you can take your Shavasana or your final pose however you like. Shavasana pose, we are flat on our backs, palms to the sky, arms out from the body, legs splayed out. If you feel better in a fetal position, or on your belly, or sitting up, all of that is fine. So in Shavasana, we're practicing stillness. Take any posture, resting, restful, in which you can come to some stillness. Make yourself comfortable. If you'd like to put a bolster or a pillow behind your knees or your head, if you'd like to tuck yourself in. Eyes closed. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your forehead. Soften your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Let your jaw be heavy and loose. Notice your tongue and let your tongue rest down to the base of your mouth. Soften your belly. Imagine a warmth spreading all across your back, shoulder blades, ribs, low back, tailbone, of warmth, spreading and relaxing all of the muscles in your back. Let your thighs be heavy, knees, shins, calves, and feet heavy, loose, relaxed. Breath soft and easy. Body relaxed, surrendered. As you rest, again visualize something majestically beautiful. Visualize perhaps sunset, your favorite flower, or your favorite bird. Visualize something majestically beautiful and feel what it feels like to see that image. Feeling awe-inspired. Feeling a sense of wonder. Feeling peaceful. And let that feeling vibrate through your body. Every cell vibrating. And let the image fall away and come back to the sensation of your breath. Easy breath, gentle breath, nurturing and peaceful. And invite your body to explore movement again in any way that feels natural. Could be tiny, slow movements in fingers or toes. It might be a big, full body stretch. Explore movement however it feels good. And let that guide you to roll onto one side, cozy, resting, pausing, and feel any really good feeling from your practice. And just affirm to yourself that this is you. It's a part of you always there. It is you, this good feeling. Start to come up to sit any comfortable way, easy, natural. Take your hand to your heart, sense your heart. And let's end by singing YAM, YAM, which is this sound for the heart center. And as you sing, I invite you to send some love to your heart intentionally. Some love, kindness, compassion, support from yourself to your heart. Inhale. Let's take our palms together, bowing to spirit within. And then I honor you for joining and being here. Namaste. And just for being who you are. So it was great to be with you. Kelly said, sorry I missed it today. Don't worry, Kelly. Everything gets posted on the Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness Facebook page. And actually everything gets posted to YouTube. So you can always catch Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness classes. You don't have to be live. And I'm glad you're enjoying the fresh air. It's so important. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day.